You spent 8 hours in bed last night and you still woke up exhausted. Your neck aches. Your back is stiff. You scrolled for 20 minutes before falling asleep. Woke up twice during the night and spent the first hour of your morning in a fog. Meanwhile, a medieval peasant slept on a sack stuffed with straw in a one-room cottage with no heating, no blackout curtains, no memory foam. And he woke at dawn ready to work 12 hours in the fields, sharp, alert, and energized. 1 in 3 adults today suffers from chronic insomnia. We spend $70 billion a year on mattresses, sleep aids, and medications just to do what our bodies are designed to do, sleep. Your great-great-grandfather slept on straw and wooden planks, and he slept better than you ever will on your $3,000 mattress. So what changed? The answer isn't that medieval people were tougher. The answer is that modern sleep culture has destroyed every condition that makes deep, restorative sleep possible. And that medieval peasant knew something about sleep that the mattress industry desperately wants you to forget. Drop a comment. How many hours did you sleep last night? And how do you feel right now? Let us know, because what you're about to discover will change how you see that expensive mattress you're sleeping on. Walk into any mattress store and you'll be overwhelmed. Memory foam, inner spring, hybrid, each promising to solve your sleep problems, each costing $500 to $5,000. You'll spend thousands of dollars, wait for delivery, go through the break-in period, and 3 months later, you'll still be tired. Because modern mattresses are designed to fail biologically. Every feature that feels comfortable in the showroom makes sleep worse. Softness is killing your spine. When you sink into a plush mattress, your natural spinal curves collapse. Your heavier parts, hips and shoulders, sink deeper. Your spine bends unnaturally. Your muscles work all night fighting the mattress. You wake up sore. Medieval sleeping surfaces were firm. Straw mattresses provided minimal cushioning. Your spine maintained its natural curves. Your muscles fully relaxed. Studies from Japan and Korea, where firm tatami mats are still common, show significantly lower rates of chronic back pain. A 2003 Lancet study found that medium-firm mattresses improved back pain better than soft ones, and medium-firm in that study was far firmer than what most Americans sleep on. Temperature is wrecking your sleep. Modern mattresses trap heat. Memory foam creates a warm cocoon. Your body needs to cool down to sleep. Your core temperature must drop 2 degrees. When you're wrapped in heat-trapping foam and synthetic sheets, your body can't regulate temperature. You wake up sweating, kick off covers, wake up cold, pull them back. You're cycling through micro wake-ups all night. Medieval peasants slept cold. No central heating. Room temperature dropped to 50 degrees. Their straw mattresses didn't trap heat. Their wool blankets breathed. Their bodies regulated temperature naturally. But the biggest problem isn't the mattress. It's the light. Humans evolved to sleep when it's dark and wake when it's light. For hundreds of thousands of years, darkness triggered melatonin release. Light suppressed it. Medieval people woke at dawn because light flooded their cottages. They worked during daylight. Evening brought candlelight or fire, warm, dim lights that don't suppress melatonin like LED screens. By full dark, they were naturally tired. You, wake in a dark bedroom, check your phone blasting blue light, sit under artificial lights all day, then stare at screens until 11 p.m. Your pineal gland doesn't know if it's day or night. Your circadian rhythm is shattered. And medieval people didn't sleep 8 hours straight. Research by historian Roger E. Kirch revealed they practiced biphasic sleep. 4 hours, wake for 1 to 2 hours, then another 4 hours. During that wake period, they'd pray, talk, tend the fire. This wasn't insomnia, this was normal. Only after the Industrial Revolution did 8 continuous hours become standard. Today, if you wake at 2 a.m., you panic, you stress. That stress releases cortisol, making it harder to fall back asleep. You've turned a natural wake period into a medical problem. Medieval sleeping arrangements were simpler than you think. The common sleeping surface was called a palliasse, a large sack made from coarse linen, stuffed with straw, hay, or dried leaves. Laid directly on the floor, or on a simple raised wooden platform. Every few months they'd empty it, burn the old straw, restuff it with fresh material. That fresh straw provided firm, even support. It breathed. It didn't trap heat. And because it was regularly replaced, it didn't accumulate dust mites like your mattress does. By the way, up to 10% of a 2-year-old pillow's weight is dead dust mites and their droppings. Their blankets were wool, thick, undyed, often greasy with lanolin. Wool regulates temperature. It insulates when you're cold and wicks moisture when you're warm. It's naturally antimicrobial. A medieval wool blanket kept you warm without overheating. Modern synthetic blankets can't do this. When did they sleep? Medieval people woke with the sun. In summer, 5 a.m. In winter, 7 a.m. This natural variation kept their circadian rhythms flexible. You, however, wake at 6:30 every day, regardless of sunrise. In December, you're forcing yourself awake in total darkness. Your body thinks it's still night. They went to bed around 9 or 10 p.m. when it got dark. No screens. Maybe an hour of dim firelight. By the time they lay down, melatonin was already rising. Sleep came easily. And that biphasic sleep? Historical records describe first sleep and second sleep. People slept until midnight or 1 a.m., woke naturally, stayed awake for an hour or two without anxiety, then drifted into second sleep until dawn. Modern sleep studies confirm this. When you remove artificial light, people spontaneously develop biphasic patterns. The middle of night wake corresponds to a natural dip in melatonin. Physical exhaustion mattered. Medieval people worked hard physically, ploughing, hauling, building. By day's end, their bodies were spent. That produces deep, restorative sleep. You might be mentally drained, but if you sat at a desk for 8 hours, your body isn't tired. It's restless. Studies show people who do physical labor sleep more deeply and wake less frequently. Medieval peasants didn't need melatonin supplements. They'd earned their rest. Picture it for a moment. A cottage at midnight. The fire has burned down to a few glowing embers, casting faint orange light across rough wooden beams. The air is cold enough to see your breath. Straw rustles as someone shifts under a heavy wool blanket. Wind pushes through gaps in the thatch overhead. No hum of electronics. No glow of screens. No clock ticking. Just darkness, cold air, the smell of smoke and wool, and complete silence. This is where they woke between first sleep and second sleep. No anxiety, no checking the time, just quiet existence in the dark, then back to sleep when the body was ready. Let's talk biology, because medieval practices align perfectly with modern sleep science. Spinal alignment. When you lie on a soft mattress, heavier parts sink deeper. Your spine curves unnaturally. Your back muscles engage all night to prevent worse curving. They never relax. A Journal of Chiropractic Medicine study found sleeping on firm surfaces improved sleep quality and reduced pain in 80% of participants. Medieval surfaces were firm, no sagging, neutral spine, complete muscle relaxation. This is why people who switch to Japanese futons or floor sleeping often report immediate improvements. Temperature regulation. Your core temperature must drop to initiate sleep. This signals your brain it's time to rest. If your environment is too warm, you spend more time in light sleep, less in deep slow-wave sleep. Deep sleep is where physical restoration happens, muscle repair, immune function, and hormone regulation. Optimal bedroom temperature is 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people keep bedrooms warmer because they confuse comfort with optimal conditions. Medieval cottages drop to 50 degrees Fahrenheit at night, perfect for sleep. Wool blankets provided insulation while allowing heat escape. Light exposure. Your circadian rhythm is controlled by the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your hypothalamus. When light, especially blue wavelengths, hits your retina, it signals daytime. Melatonin gets suppressed. Cortisol increases. When dark, melatonin rises. A Harvard study found room light before bedtime suppressed melatonin by 85%. Medieval people had only candles and fires, warm amber light with almost no blue wavelengths. By bedtime, melatonin had been rising for hours. Sleep came naturally. Your evening? Bright overhead lights, TV, laptop, phone, all blasting blue light. Your brain thinks it's daytime. Melatonin stays suppressed. You lie awake frustrated. Sleep pressure. Your body accumulates adenosine throughout the day. More adenosine equals more sleepiness. Physical activity increases accumulation. Medieval peasants worked physically all day. High adenosine by evening. Strong sleep pressure. Quick sleep onset. You, however, sit most of the day. Low adenosine. Then afternoon coffee blocks adenosine receptors further. By 11 p.m., you have weak sleep pressure, high cortisol from screens, suppressed melatonin from light. Your biology has been sabotaged. In 2015, researcher Kenneth Wright at University of Colorado Boulder took modern office workers with sleep problems camping for a week. No phones, no flashlights, just campfires and moonlight. Within days, their circadian rhythms synchronized with the sun. They naturally felt sleepy 2 hours earlier. Melatonin rose at sunset, dropped at sunrise. By week's end, they fell asleep effortlessly and woke alert without alarms. All sleep problems vanished, not from medication, but from environmental alignment. This is what medieval people experienced every night. Anthropologist Jerome Siegel studied modern hunter-gatherers, the Hadza, San, and Saimane, who live without electricity. Despite sleeping on the ground in temperatures below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, they slept 6.5 to 7 hours per night with almost no insomnia. Sleep efficiency over 90%, average American 75%. These populations went to bed 3.5 hours after sunset, not immediately when dark. They spent evenings around fires, talking. Firelight didn't disrupt sleep because it produces warm light with minimal blue wavelengths. This matches medieval life perfectly. Evenings by the fire, then sleep hours after dark. In Japan and Korea, where firm sleeping surfaces remain common, chronic back pain rates are significantly lower than in the US. A 2014 study found Japanese sleeping on traditional futons reported better spinal alignment and less morning stiffness than Americans on spring mattresses. There's a growing movement of people abandoning modern mattresses, sleeping on thin mats, platforms, even floors. They report better sleep, less pain, fewer night wakings, more energy. These are modern people who discovered expensive sleep technology was the problem, not the solution. The modern mattress industry is worth $70 billion globally. They've medicalized normal sleep variations and created anxiety that makes sleep harder. Before the 20th century, people slept on firm surfaces, straw mattresses, cotton ticks, wooden platforms. Then came innerspring mattresses in the 1870s, marketed as luxury. By the 1950s, they were standard, softer, more cushioned, signaling wealth. But people started complaining about back pain. The industry didn't make mattresses firmer, they added more cushioning, pillow tops, memory foam, gel layers. Each innovation made mattresses softer and more expensive while trying to fix problems caused by the previous innovation. Memory foam, developed by NASA and commercialized in the 1990s, was revolutionary. It conforms to your body, eliminates pressure points. Sales exploded, so did sleep problems. Because memory foam traps heat, off-gases chemicals, and provides inconsistent support. Your spine sags, you overheat. The solution? Cooling memory foam, gel-infused foam. Each costs more. Each tries to fix inherent material problems. It's like selling a car with square wheels, then charging extra for round hubcaps. Meanwhile, light pollution worsened. Before Edison, people lived by fire and candle. Then electric lights, first warm incandescent, then fluorescent, then LEDs. Each generation shifted toward cooler, bluer light. That blue light suppresses melatonin most effectively. Add smartphones, tablets, laptops, TVs, all with LED screens. The National Sleep Foundation found 90% of Americans use electronics in the hour before bed. They take longer to fall asleep, get less sleep, feel less rested. The sleep industry sells you blue light glasses, sleep tracking apps, white noise machines, blackout curtains, weighted blankets, all addressing symptoms, not causes. The cause? Modern life dismantled every environmental condition for natural sleep. Firm surfaces, cool temperatures, natural light exposure, physical activity, freedom from artificial stimulation. Medieval people had good sleep because their environment supported their biology. They couldn't override circadian rhythms with artificial light, couldn't avoid physical activity, couldn't keep homes warm at night. These constraints were exactly what their bodies needed. We removed all constraints. We can stay up late, keep homes at 72 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, avoid physical labour, bathe in bright light 24/7. We call this progress. But our sleep has never been worse. You don't need to sleep on straw to reclaim medieval sleep quality, but you need to understand the principles. Rethink your sleeping surface. Firmer is better. If you wake with back pain, your mattress is too soft. Add a firm topper, or try sleeping on a thin mat on the floor for a week. Many people who experiment end up preferring it. Shopping for a new mattress? Ignore pillow tops and memory foam. Get the firmest you can tolerate. Cool your bedroom significantly. Set your thermostat to 65 degrees Fahrenheit or lower at night. This feels cold initially. You'll need a good blanket, ideally wool. Your body should be warm under the blanket, but your head and breathing air should be cool. This mimics medieval conditions and allows proper thermoregulation. Fix your light exposure. This is the most important change. Get bright light in your eyes early morning. Go outside. Let sunlight hit your face for 10 minutes. This resets your circadian clock. Throughout the day, get as much natural light as possible. In the evening, dim your lights. Switch to warm amber bulbs. Better yet, use candles or firelight. Avoid screens for 2 hours before bed. If you must use screens, wear blue light blocking glasses and enable night mode. By 9 or 10 p.m., your environment should be dim enough for natural melatonin rise. Embrace darkness. Your bedroom should be completely dark. No LED lights from electronics. No street lights through windows. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Your brain needs absolute darkness for maximum melatonin. Tire your body. Modern life is mentally exhausting but physically easy. Reverse this. Exercise, ideally outside in natural light. Walk, lift heavy things, do physical work. By evening, your body should feel pleasantly tired. This builds sleep pressure naturally without drugs. Rethink your sleep schedule. If you wake at 2 a.m. and can't immediately fall back asleep, don't panic. This might be natural biphasic sleep. Don't turn on lights. Don't check your phone. Just lie there. Think. Reflect. After 30 minutes to an hour, you'll likely feel sleepy again. This is normal. This is how humans slept for thousands of years. Stress about losing sleep is worse than the wake period itself. Accept seasonal variation. Your body wants to sleep more in winter, less in summer. Let it. If possible, adjust wake time with seasons, even by 30 minutes. Go to bed earlier in winter. This is what your circadian rhythm expects. The medieval peasant on his straw pallet wasn't suffering. He lived in alignment with his biology. Firm bed supported his spine. Cold room allowed proper cooling. Darkness triggered melatonin. Physical exhaustion created sleep pressure. Light exposure synchronized his circadian rhythm. Every element worked together. You can recreate these conditions. Not perfectly, but enough to transform your sleep. The mattress industry won't like it. Pharmaceutical companies selling sleep aids won't like it. But your body will. If you're learning something valuable here, hit that like button and subscribe. Help us share this forgotten knowledge with people who are tired of being told that expensive products and prescription drugs are the only solution. Medieval sleep wasn't a luxury, it was the default. Firm support, cold temperatures, natural light, physical exhaustion, freedom from artificial stimulation. These weren't sleep hacks, they were just life. And they worked because they aligned with human evolution. We've spent a century building a sleep industry that fights our biology. Soft mattresses that misalign spines, warm bedrooms that prevent cooling, bright lights that suppress melatonin, sedentary lifestyles that eliminate sleep pressure. Then we wonder why we're exhausted. The answer isn't more expensive products, it's removing the obstacles modern life placed between you and natural sleep. The medieval peasant had it figured out, not because he was smarter, but because he had no choice. He slept in the conditions his body was designed for. You have a choice. Keep buying solutions to problems created by modern life, or remove the problems entirely. Sleep like your ancestors: firm surface, cold room, dark nights, physical exhaustion, natural light. It's not complicated, not expensive, but it requires letting go of everything the sleep industry taught you. Medieval sleep was better because it was simple. Your body already knows how to sleep. You just need to stop preventing it. Subscribe to Medieval Minded, and let's keep uncovering the wisdom they buried beneath centuries of progress.